you weren't so tired, baby, we'd be on the floor. We'd be making love right now. Next time, wipe the lipstick off your
Welcome, people, thems. So this is some Prince. And I think the last reaction I did to Prince was some of the B-sides. Oh no, it wasn't. Of course, it wasn't. It was ice cream castles. Is that what it's called? Ice cream castles. I'm sure it was called Ice Cream Castle. And that was a lot of fun, actually. I do enjoy the time. And just finding out a bit more about Morris and some of that kind of rivalry-esque type of stuff with him and Prince. And, you know, and then how I was speaking to some of the people in the comments and stuff. I think it was Trace that was saying that Morris actually came out a bit later in life and was talking about how he did have this rivalry with Prince, but how realistically it wasn't necessarily because Prince was doing anything. It was just the fact that Prince is Prince, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure it's very similar, like, to how Michelle and Kelly might feel when it comes to be. In fact, I know for exactly that Kelly did, because she made that song called Dirty Laundry. And sometimes, as Tracy said, like, you know, your star burns bright, but you're just being the sun. Do you know what I mean? The sun just burns that way. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing you can really do about it. So it's nice that he kind of came to that realization a little bit later. And, you know, I think it's a natural thing in it to be a little bit like, a little bit jelly, do you know what I mean, to some degree. Do you know what I mean? Not necessarily from a bad place, like happy for the person, but, you know, I'm only human. Do you know what I mean? So, anywho, so this portion of the Prince journey, we are looking at Miss Sheila E. And this is actually slide 68, I think it is. Slide 67. And what is awesome about Sheila E, like, again, really, I've only discovered Sheila E through Prince and seeing him perform with her at some concerts and stuff. And I remember seeing one of her sets, one of the recent ones, actually. I think it was a VMA performance or a Grammy performance or something, or American Music Awards, actually, I think it was. And she had like glow up like drumsticks and stuff. Like, she is fire. Like, as a performer, she's amazing. I did kind of find her a little bit aloof in some of the interviews and stuff, but I know some people have since said that that was because she didn't want to give anything away about what Prince was doing and stuff. But it just came across, to me at least anyway, like, save your questions and you're hollering, I don't want to talk to you. So that was interesting to kind of get that perspective. But this is all about Sheila E. So we have an album and we've got some videos today, I think. So let's have a look and see what we're working with. Okay. God, my jumper looks mashed up, man. I actually ironed this. Like, I've done a terrible job. So, side project Sheila E. So the one thing, again, I'm learning through this purple journey, because I think there are some people that maybe don't get that, like, I'm going through this pack. So it's everything Prince pretty much touched, everything that he was kind of part of, anything that he co-produced, anything that he pioneered, and obviously these side projects. So as much as I'm going through Prince's journey, I'm doing it all in chronological order, which is a huge task when you've got lots of other things to react to. But as my patrons will know, that, like, I am so done with 1984. I cannot wait. So I've actually got a bit of a plan. So this week is like a Prince week. So we're going to be doing like the Sheila E projects. There's a few more Sheila E isms to come, I think, and also there's some extra bonus stuff with like Shaka Khan, I think, as well. So that's going to be this week, and then next month there'll be like another Prince week where I'm kind of getting through, because it's just taking too long to get through, man. I'm just like, I'm gonna be dead before I actually get through this. So and I really want to get some of the later stuff as well, and just see like the difference between some of his earlier stuff and his later stuff. Anyway, so side project Sheila E. So Sheila Escovedo. Oh, Escovedo, sorry. Escovedo. Sheila Escovedo. Didn't realise that was her name. Is she kind of like... I don't even know her background, actually. Oh, I'm sure you're about to tell me. Is the eldest child and daughter of percussionist Pete Escovedo. Her two brothers, Juan Escovedo and Peter Michael Escovedo, and uncle Coque, Coque Escovedo, is that just Coque? Are also percussionists. She was a child prodigy, playing drums starting at the age of 5. She made her recording debut with jazz bassist Alfonso Johnson. Why don't I know that name? Alfonso Johnson. On Yesterday's Dream, 1976. By the time she was in her early 20s, she had played George Duke, Lionel Richie, Marvin Gaye, Herbie Hancock, and Diana Ross. Sheila met Prince at an Al Jarreau concert in 1978. In February 1984, Prince urged Sheila E. to record a solo album, starting when she came to visit him at Sunset Sound, following a friendship which had begun almost 6 years earlier. Of course, 1978. She wasn't very comfortable singing lead vocals, although she had sung background vocals for other artists. Prince and Sheila E. began recording Erotic City in late March 1984, before he had her record vocals over some tracks he'd originally tentatively intended for Apollonia 6. Prince suggested she shorten her stage name from Sheila Escovedo to Sheila E. and took the finished tapes to his management company, who introduced Sheila E. to Warner Brothers. So that was the journey of Sheila E. So she'd already kind of made a bit of a name for herself, playing for and recording for other artists like Lionel Richie and stuff, and Marvin Gaye. I mean, I love it. Find me a smoother person than Marvin Gaye. Someone sent me, I didn't react to it, but someone sent me Marvin Gaye singing the national anthem, and by far one of the smoothest national anthems I've ever heard. You know, when like, obviously R&B meets the national anthem, and in some ways you want to keep it just, you know, keep it nice and clean. You don't need all the runs all the way. But Marvin's was cool, man. It was cool, man. It was cool. So that's really cool that she had quite a good resume and CV before she met Prince. But it really sounds as though that them making that song 6 years after they, you know, were acquainted and stuff. And then him kind of being like, yo, let's just shorten the name. Let me just package it off and take you off to Warner Brothers. Again, another sign of Prince looking for the best in other people. Do you know what I mean? That was something that really came out in the Purple Rain movie. And the members of the Revolution, like they all spoke, like Lisa spoke about it a lot as well, about Prince being able to kind of like hone in on what your skill is, even if you don't even know what that skill is yet. And potentially the fact that doesn't make sense. The fact that Sheila was like, I'm not really about the lead vocals and stuff, but you know, he put her on to Apollonia 6. Which, to be fair, I mean, and this is no offense to Apollonia 6 and, you know, Vanity 6 and the people that were in those bands and stuff, but like, you know, we weren't busting no Whitney Houston vocals anyway. Do you know what I mean? We're not about to come here with some Jasmine Sullivan, like vocal talent of the earth. You know, it was more just, I guess, the vibe that you get when you watch like Dreamgirls and stuff. If it is to be taken off the life of the Supremes, like Diana Ross had a very pretty voice. Yeah, I mean, but it wasn't necessarily the most like earth-shattering vocal you're ever gonna hear. And I wouldn't even put the Apollonia 6 or Vanity 6 anywhere near Diana Ross. Yeah, I mean, like, so I think that's the kind of level really that, like, if you've got a pretty enough voice that can hold, you're blessed in it, because it is everything. It's the whole machine. It's the package. So, anyway, so this is what we've got to work with. So we've got 7 tracks, from Miss Sheila E. I'm really intrigued to see it, because in my head she's just a percussionist, but then the performance I saw at the MAAs, she was performing as well as doing percussion and stuff. So I'm really keen to see what this brings. So this is called The Glamourous Life. I'm loving the front cover of this. To be honest, do you know what? Like, I know we've moved so much further forward when it comes to, you know, marketing and photos and text and all that kind of stuff, but there is something there is something really glamorous about this picture. Do you know what I mean? With the mink stole thing and the gloves. She's very, very striking. I've thought that the whole time. And even how that's the Sheila E with that kind of tealy duck egg blue, the yellow against the black and white, like with the the cat, sorry, on the steps and stuff. It's just, that is a front cover, man. That is a really, really strong front cover. I really like that. So we've got the Belle of St. Mark, Shortberry Strawcake, Noon Rendezvous, Oliver's House. It is my house. Next time, wipe the lipstick off your collar. Oh, you cheating. The Glamourous Life and the Glamourous Life Club edit. And then we've got a B-side track. I love me some B-sides now. Too Sexy. We've got a TV performance of the Belle of St. Mark. We've got a music video for the Glamourous Life. And a TV interview and performance. Countdown 1984. So I think we'll do the music video for Glamorous Life because two birds, one stone. But yeah, let's get going. So Link, that's the last song I listened to. Finally, this happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. What a tune! What an absolute tune. Right, so CC Peniston. I thought, for whatever reason, that was a newer song. This looks very like Aretha Franklin-esque era. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I'll come back to that another time. Right, so I love to see kind of like what some of the plays have been, because then it tells me like what's been the most popular. So the Belle of St. Mark looks like, oh no, the Glamorous Life. So I'm guessing the Glamorous Life. I wonder if that was the one that she performed at the AMAs, because I can't remember what that song was. But I'm wondering whether that one could have been. It's a big juicy 9 minutes. Wow. Bleeding hell. And then you got the club, and that's funny. The club edit is shorter than that. And then the next one that's got the most is the intro, the Belle of St. Mark. I say intro, it's 5 minutes long. Then it's Strawberry Shortcake. Keep calling it Strawberry Shortcake. It's Shortberry Strawcake. Yeah, I'm guessing it's a deliberate play on the words, right? Which is why I keep getting it wrong. Then you've got, Noon Rendezvous. Then you've got Oliver's House. And then Next Time. Okay. Quite interesting. Okay, let's waste my time. The Belle of St. Mark. Nope, we don't want you. We don't want you, thank you very much. I didn't actually ask whether Prince was involved in any production of this. But it's all the her and her musicians and stuff.
The Belle of St. Mark was a frail but passionate creature. Ebony hair and eyes of deep blue green. The Belle of St. Mark wore clothes that belonged to his father, even though he was only a mere 17. I'm in love with the Belle of St. Mark. It tears me apart whenever I hear him cry. I'm in love with the Belle of St. Mark. And if he doesn't love me, I think I'll probably die.
Dramatic.
You can tell from expressions he makes public that he suffers from a bad
Okay. What's they say? You caught us, so we're getting late for this one. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, you've only had since what, 1984, mate. Do you know what I mean? How long do you need? So, the Belle of St. Mark. You know what's funny? And I think I've said this in a lot of my reactions, and actually I've seen a lot of people comment on it actually, and you know they're really like grateful that like I kind of like let the song play before giving my opinion and stuff. Which is that not like a metaphor for life really? Like just just gather information before you. Do you know what I mean? Because as it started, I was a bit like, okay, because my Patreon members will know that like I love a synth, like I love a synth, and you know, 9 times out of 10, if a synth's in a song, particularly like 80s because it's so synth heavy, like I'm probably going to find something within it that I like. But the initial sounds, I was a bit like, okay, so it wasn't really grabbing me. Then her vocals came in, and it's exactly as I imagined, really. That it's very fine, it's very simple, but it kind of worked with this. I mean, it's very, very simple. To the point where actually, like later on in the song, when I was hearing things like oohs and like some little trills, I was like, ooh. Like I noticed myself that she did like an ooh like near enough the end, and I was like, ooh. I wouldn't usually be like oh over an ooh. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I think it was just nice to see there was some like depth of vocal there. Do you know what I mean? Like so, but the point I'm making anyway is that when it first started, I was like, I don't know where the song's gonna be for me. A little bit repetitive, a little bit like I don't know. It wasn't something that I'd be running out to listen to again, basically. But by the end, and particularly like the last, I'd say 45 seconds as well. Like I don't know, like I found myself really pop into it. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to just because you know when like say you're in cause my mum hates me for this. Like, not hates, that's a very strong word. But like, whenever I was out in like a supermarket or when I was little in particular, I would like go around like shops and stuff. Any shop. Any shop that's playing any music. Like, it could be an Indian shop, they're selling materials, because my mum used to be a dressmaker. Like, I'm just in there, just, you know, just dancing away to tunes I've never ever heard. Like, I am someone that if I hear a beat, like, I will probably find something to just do bopping along to, and I think that's the kind of vibe I was getting with this. This song could just be any song played anywhere, and I probably would still give it a little bit of a. But it's not something I would want to necessarily run out and put on again. So I kind of feel it's a bit of a mixture of both of those things. Actually, I'm not in love with the song. I also don't hate the song. I'm a little bit ambivalent to it. Do you know what I mean? Like a little bit ambivalent to it, but probably 51-49 in favor. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not offensive to my ears at all. But neither is it going to be gone on any kind of playlist. Do you know what I mean? But then that being said, I was still talking to JJ, just today, and you know, Computer Blue was a song that I absolutely hated. I absolutely hated it, but now I listen to it and I'm just like, actually, do you know what? Like, this is a vibe, you know. So maybe it will grow on me even more. Is the point I'm making. So we'll see. But I would give that, like I said, probably like a 5 out of 10, like 6 out of 10, 6 out of 10, because that 1% will round up. Okay, so the next song, which we don't have any lyrics for, is Shortberry Strawcake. Oh, actually, I probably should get up Genius. Everybody. Just want to see if there's any additional. 'Cause obviously, we've got the words already, but you know, I'm a bit of a Genius addict now because it adds so much more context and stuff. There's no annotated bits, but so from Princeville. The Belle Mark is the first track on Sheila E's first album, The Glamourous Life, and 6 months after the album's release, The Belle Mark was released as the album's third and final single in 1986. Oh, big up 1986 babies! The extended dance remix version was included as the fourth and final track on the Glamorous Club Dance EP, a Japan-only EP of extended versions of Sheila E's singles. The Belle Mark was written by Prince but credited to Sheila E. Okay. Yeah, like it definitely was giving. Like that's what I was saying. I don't know whether there was any Prince involved in this because it felt a bit Princey. Do you know what I mean? It felt a bit Princey. So interesting to know whether or not like that's the only song in which he's had a part to play. Sorry, you didn't see that on the screen at all. My bad. I was like, I wonder if this song, and I wonder how many other songs, I don't know if I've got the headphones on, are actually like Prince. Bearing in mind that, you know, Prince was the one that kind of encouraged her and Warner Brothers and the fact that she's in a Purple Journey, like I would imagine that there was going to be some level of Prince involvement in some of these tracks. So it'd be interesting to know whether, like this one, for example, it's saying that this was written by him, credited to Sheila, but it was written by him. So I wonder how many other songs on here have also been written by him too. So yeah, looking to find out. God, this mashup shirt is really doing my OCD in, man. So it's this part here, this part. Okay, so Shortberry Strawcake, and there's no lyrics to that, is there? So let's see if there's any. Shortberry Strawcake. Oh, it's an instrumental. So Spotify, do better, man. If there's no lyrics, then let us know there's no lyrics. Got me there cussing you out, and there ain't no words anyway. So this is Shortberry Strawcake. Is that someone's voice backwards or something? This is a vibe, you know. Hey. This sounds like something in like reverse. Hey! Hey! Hear her cooking. That's a nice ending. I like that ending. That was nice and clean. I liked that. Yeah, man. I like having an instrumental like that. We can just basically listen to the instruments, like let the instruments do the talking. And that was a vibe. I think there were a couple of times I looked up to be like a bit. It's a bit like my go-to when I think about any tune I could listen to for hours on end, yeah, is 777-9311, yeah. 777-9311. Ah, I love that tune. And for me, when it comes to like an instrumental or a length of time, like I think the hook needs to be, I don't know, just something special. Do you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed that. Like, I definitely enjoyed that. But I don't know whether the hook would keep me and want to listen to another 4 minutes and 50 seconds of it. Or 50 whatever seconds it was. Like, maybe like a minute and a half. Particularly when something like the bongo bits were coming in and she was cooking. I was like, that's sick. I can really like that. Yeah, like really, really liked that. I think, yeah, in the main, I preferred this song to the first one. Actually, did I? Now, what do I think about which song preference-wise? It's hard to compare an instrumental, really, because it's just not the same, is it? Do you know what I mean? But in terms of just enjoyment, I definitely... Oh, I don't know, you know. I don't know, actually. I don't know. I don't know. Do you know what? I can't. I really can't say which one I prefer. It's kind of a tie for both of those. Because they're just so different. They're different in terms of the fact that, you know, you've got some of her vocals in there in the first one. And by the end of it, I was kind of like, yeah, okay, cool. Whereas this one, like, it was kind of almost like the other way. Like, where I was vibing it from the beginning. I was like, yeah, and I love a synth as well. I love a synth. But I don't know whether that hook was enough to keep me interested. So it's kind of like both ends of the spectrum for both songs. So it's kind of a tie. Which I know is a bit of a cop out, but it is what it is. Okay, so I don't think there's anything on Genius, is there, for this one? Because again, it's an instrumental. Nope, there's nothing on that one. So the next one is Noon Rendezvous. Oh, they all man on your wine. All the black sand she's where is out of breathe. Itchy, da. Itchy, here. Mocha chocolate, yeah, yeah. Hey, Creole mama, yes. Oh, yes. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Don't know why that song is coming. Well, I do. Rendezvous. Anyway. Right, so Noon Rendezvous. So my guess is this is going to be a song about hooking up. I'm thinking midday hook up for some walk. That's my... And just looking at the first part of these lyrics, you know when certain things just jump at you straight away. So bodily functions, intoxicate, and missed me. Okay, let's see what it's saying. Okay.
I've been wondering what to wear. I love our new rendezvous. I know you tell me you missed me, and I want to make love to you. Your words, they intoxicate me. I shiver each time that you speak. How much more can I endure, my love? The sound of your voice makes me weak. If my bodily functions operate this way when you just call my name, I'd hate to see when we are finally playing that nasty love game. Your words, they intoxicate me. I shiver each time that you speak. How much more can I endure, my love? The sound of your voice makes me weak. The words are all over your face, my love. What shall you or shall not do? You could show me some new tricks, my love. I'd love to be taught by you. I've been wondering what to wear. I love our new rendezvous.
Yeah, this is my favourite one. This is my favourite one because it's a vibe. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a little bit like the beat, like how it starts, like the echo of that beat, and then when the actual main beat comes in on top of that percussive part, it wasn't quite where I thought it was gonna go. Do you know what I mean? But it was quite seductive in its opening. And then it had me, and even though the song really, like, I mean, lyrically, like, again, it's not necessarily something that's like massively gonna stand out to me as like, oh my god, the best song ever. But there was something just about the vibe of it, like, and again, the way she's singing it is quite, I say simplistic, but it's very almost formulaic, almost. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it works for me. Like, that worked for me. That did. I mean, she's talking about, like, you know, basically, I love when we get to link up. I love our little catch ups and stuff. I'm wondering what to wear. Basically, it sounds as though, like, it's like the anticipation, but like, prior to you, you know, like, yeah, getting the walk, which is kind of what I thought, really. But the excitement is palpable in this. You know what I mean? Like, you know, what's it going to be like when we actually do, you know, get up in each other's grill. You know, and like, even the idea of like what to wear. Like, you know, I'm that fraught with excitement. Fraught excitement. But I'm that, like, keen to see you that, like, I'm even, like, contemplating what I'm actually going to put on my back to see it. Like, let me just see what Genius has to say. But that, to me, was my favourite one. As I said, it's not like I didn't like the others, because I do, but this one just felt a bit more my kind of vibe. Do you know what I mean? Like, that kind of close your eyes and na, 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 na. Like, it's just, yeah, I can get on board with that. So the five contributors to the lyrics. Have they contributed any information about it? Right, so from Prince Vault, Noon Rendezvous is the third track on Sheila E's first album, The Glamourous Life, and in autumn 1984, Noon Rendezvous was released as the album's third single. I thought Thingy was the third single. Oh no, Belle St. Mark's was the final single, wasn't it? Noon Rendezvous, co-written by Prince and Sheila E, is the only track on the album to have contained writing input from Sheila E, despite the album credits stating that she had written all the songs. Oh. You know what? Fair play to Prince, you know. Fair play to Prince. Now that we know what this music industry is like and how people be keeping what was Taylor trying to fight for? She wanted her thingies back. I can't remember what to call them, but basically her writing credentials, because that's how you make the money. Like, you can sing a song or whatever, but if it's not your song, you ain't making the money, because it's the people that wrote the song. So the fact that he said, you know what, yeah, even though basically because if that's true, and what he's saying there is that, like, this is the only one that she actually co-wrote, but she's getting writing credentials for all of them. He's put her, and I'm presuming it's Prince. Well, the rest I don't know, but to say it was Prince, like, he's put her on and basically said, look, for the continuation of the life cycle of this piece of work, yeah, you're gonna continue to get paid. Like, that is such, like, for someone to have that much faith in your craft and your musicality, that they're willing to, like, listen, I will do whatever bit I need to do, if it means, like, writing a couple songs for you that you can, you know, completely take credit for. I'm happy for that. You know, that's a beautiful friendship, that is, and that's a really kind person, especially in today's 2025. There's a lot of people just like, what's my cut? What's my finder's fee? Do you know what I mean? So that's really, really awesome, if that's the case, and if it was Prince. Okay. Well, there's no Q&A's there. So, okay. So now go to Olivia's house. Olivia's house. Okay. This is 6 minutes and 20 seconds long. Okay. Let's go. All right.
Lost you all the way through. Hurry for this girl Louise. She got drunk and called me a bitch just 'cause I kissed him. We're gonna have fun on this house. Make a lot of white noise. On this house. Play with the white noise. On this house.
Fun 27 times. Yeah, I think that one. Oh, it's an interesting start. I think that one, if it wasn't for Noon Rendezvous, I think that one would have been my favourite one. Like, even though lyrically I'm a bit like, with the white noise, fun in Oliver's house, fun with the white boys. Like, because as it was going through, I was like, imagine a song coming out today where, I don't know, Avril Lavigne, Katy Perry, who everyone's hating on Katy Perry at the moment anyway. Imagine Katy Perry come out of the tune and it's like, fun with the black boys. Yeah, I mean, I've been giving it some serious side eye, like, I beg your pardon. But then I don't know whether it's like a reclamation because, you know, it was very much the converse of that, wasn't it? Like back in the day, being like, well, actually, I'll have that one. You look like you can carry like an ox. We'll take you as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know whether having a black person or a person of non-white descent talking about that, like, is kind of a bit. I don't know. Obviously, it's very tongue in cheek, obviously, but it just made me go. Is that what we're doing now? Is that what we're talking about now? This. Okay. But that aside, like I mean, it sounds very kind of throwaway. It seems a little bit Apollonia-esque to me. That kind of like puppy kitsch, cutesy camp, kind of. Do you know what I mean? Until it kind of finish and then get to kind of just the instrumental parts where you got the fun. I was trying to think of like 27 different poses. I ran out. But like that point right there to the end, and then with the synth down, like that kind of stuff will always get me, man. Like just like that is just it's like it's hardwired and in tune with my actual soul. Like there's something about that noise or those kind of vibrations that just make me lose my mind a little bit. So I think that song had a real good combination of stuff, really. Like the vocals were nice enough. The message again was a bit throwaway, I think. But the actual beat of it, like, was interesting and continued to be interesting right to the end for me. Whereas the second one, what was it called? I can't remember what it's called now, but the second track, which I was like, oh, I liked it from the beginning, then I kind of got a bit bored of it by the end. I didn't get bored of that one. Like it just continued to like swell and grow for me. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. So Oliver's house. I mean, I wonder who Oliver was. Who are you, Oliver? Who are you? Alright, see if there's been any contributions to this one. I just love that there's just fun. Fun. There is nothing added about this one, unfortunately. But that's okay. That's alright. We can't have something for every single one, can we? So that's alright. So the next one we've got is next time, wipe the lipstick off your collar before you come home. I had it before you come home, but I presume it's along them lines. I mean, I'm guessing this is someone that's been caught being a naughty boy. You know, I realise, I've got is, yeah, there is a lot of people out here living in the dark. A lot of people out here living in the dark, and feel no way, like feel absolutely no way about like being deceitful and stuff. So listen. If your proverbial lipstick on your collar, yeah, like allows that other person to finally find out that you are stepping out on that person and putting your things where they're not meant to be, or allowing people to put their things where they're not meant to be, then you just forget catch. You forget catch. So yeah, I'm already on the side of Sheila here. Already on the side of Sheila. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Well, some people will say differently, but I'll disagree. Right, okay. Thank you. Weirdo. Right, okay, so. Oh, the opening line is, you don't have to send me flowers like you used to do. You don't have to buy me candy. I'll still be your fool. All I ask is for a little decency in class. Next time, wipe the little off your colour. Oh, no, sorry, Sheila. No, we're on a different page there. You can stuff your flowers. Yeah, stuff your candy. And I'll tell you something else, yeah. Don't come back at all. Never mind, don't come back with no listening. Don't come back to my house. Oh. I feel very strongly about this.
You don't have to send me flowers like you used to do.
Oh, this is nice.
You don't have to buy me candy. I'll still be your fool. All I ask is for a little decency and
That's half five, isn't it? Ugh. I didn't ask for that, so I think you can go back to what I was listening to. Thank you very much. Sorry.
You don't have to send me flowers like you used to do.
That's lovely.
You don't have to buy me candy. I'll still be your fool. All I ask is for a little decency and class. Next time, wipe the lipstick off your collar. You don't have to take me dancing. Our backyard will do.
Setting the bar kind of low, Sheila.
We don't have to eat too fancy. Hamburgers are cool.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Not all the time, but yeah.
I don't care if you stay out until the break of dawn.
Woo!
Next time, wipe the lipstick off your collar. Can't you understand? I wanna shoot a man. Can't you comprehend? I wanna love another friend. I don't care for sugar-coated flattery. French kiss will suffice.
You better sing, Sheila.
Lay horses on your rundown battery. Holding you is nice.
Hey.
I know when you're lying, baby, there's no need to scream. There's no need to shout. Next time, wipe the lipstick off your collar. If you weren't so tired, baby,
Hey, hey. That's my favourite. And I feel conflicted because the message is so. I mean, look, she's that's telling a story in it. That and I guess we've all been there. You know, dumb, dumb and stupid in love. Do you know what I mean? Just like I just. In fact, it's really funny. I was clearing out my I use Evernote, and I was clearing out my because they want you to pay. So mean. They want you to pay. In fact, I'm not mean. They want you to pay £80. Yeah, for this note app. Bearing in mind that like you've got Samsung Notes or iPhone Notepad, I imagine you've got some notes on there as well. So this is an additional app that I've downloaded that I've always used since like 2014, and like I guess all the notes I've accumulated over the years, as I think there's like 250 were on there. If you need any more notes, you have to pay a premium. And I was like, okay. And I thought, okay, well, if it's another one of these like pay per month things, just it's like £1 a month or so, whatever, fine. But they were like, nah, it's £80, and we want it all now. I mean, it's for the year, but we want it now. I was like, you want me to pay £80 for a note app? So I was going through, but obviously there's 250 notes, and you have to like go through each one individually. So I was going through those yesterday. Yesterday, and I came across some that I'd written about my ex. Like, so I mean, this is going back like 2017. But I didn't even know they were there. So this must have been where I was kind of like, well, there was examples of messages that I'd sent them. So obviously I must have drafted it first. And then, so you can only imagine, yeah, what length these messages must have been for me to need to draft them first, yeah. And honestly, the cringe, the absolute cringe, I don't even recognize that person like at all. And I can't believe not only did I write this, but I sent it. And I still have this on my phone. Delete, 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 delete. And then I came across like messages to myself, like that I was kind of like rather than texting him, like I was kind of like messaging myself. So, but it was still interesting to even like at least one time to look back on that, because you can just be reflective on the fact that wow, I'm not there anymore, thank heavens. But why love can make you really stupid, man. Make you really stupid, because how are you telling me that I don't even mind if you're out to the break of dawn? Break of dawn doing what? What you doing out there to the break of dawn with who? I tell you what, if you want to be out there to the crack of, with, like Michelle Williams, we break the dawn. We break the dawn. We break the dawn. You want to go and do that? Go find yourself somebody else. Because you ain't got me sat up here wondering what you're up to what o'clock. What are you doing up at that time in the morning with who? No, not having that. And there's no bad decency that I beg you please, because that's what it is, isn't it? It's that desperation of wanting to be with someone so bad, irrespective of all the red flags. Yeah, because some of those things, naturally, okay, cool, you're right, we haven't got to go and eat lobster bisque. Don't like lobster bisque, I don't know why I said that. Like lobster with like garlic butter, parmesan with like truffle fries and rocket salad with balsamic vinegar, like on the side of like prawns, like open. Also got the garlic butter as well. Maybe some garlic bread, but made of like focaccia. You can dip that in the garlic butter with the lobster. Sorry. We haven't got to do that every single day. Do you know what I mean? Like hamburgers is cool. I like a good burger. Do you know what I mean? Like, but you best believe if every day it's pizzas, burgers, like we ain't going anywhere nice ever. Like, yeah, I'm not worth going anywhere nice. No, I'm just hamburgers in the backyard. Sorry, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, because again, I love a little backyard boogie. Do you know what I mean? Like, just with the barbecue and the vibes. Of course, yeah, she garden she has, but it's not every day hamburger in the garden. Like, that's not gonna make me feel like very special. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I wouldn't want to do that for you either. So I'm saying, man, the bar that she's setting is low. It's very, very low. So I'm at odds with the message of the song, but the actual vibe of the song, and let's not do out. and forget the vocal. This is probably the most vocally impressive of the entire album I've heard so far. Like, she hit one big note in the middle. I was like, I beg your pardon. I didn't even know you had it in you. I thought, you know, there's me being just like, oh yeah, she's, you know, like a bargain version of Diana Ross. You know what I mean? Like, but there was the notes in there that I was not expecting. I just really enjoyed listening to that. Like, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the vibe of the song. So for me, I think that is my favorite off the album. So you got this one, Noon Rendezvous. I can't remember what the third one was. Oliver's House. That's it. Oliver's House. Shortberry Strawcake. And then Belle. Oh no, actually, Belle at St. Mark's, and then Strawberry Shortcake. Yeah. And again, I actually like Shortberry Strawcake. I did like it. It's not like I didn't hate it or anything, but it just, I didn't love it as much as I think the others grew on me. Do you know what I mean? So, interesting, man. Like, okay, all right, Sheila. Okay, so this is the Big Daddy one, yeah. So I said I was gonna watch the music video for this. So let me see if I can find it. Now, is that gonna be 9 minutes though? Because I need it to be 9 minutes. No, the video version is 3 minutes. Because I was gonna say, like, they wouldn't put a video together for 9 minutes, would they? Because there's nobody watching that. I wouldn't have thought. I just mean in terms of, like, if it's on the box or whatever. I couldn't imagine people sitting on there for 9 minutes watching that. So I'll tell you what then. I will listen to the album version. So there will be no two birds with one stone on this one. But anyhow, is anything skippable? I will be skipping it. Just FYI. I'm not seeing where the next 6 minutes are coming from.
It ain't much. She wants to leave. Glamourous life, she don't need a man. She wants to leave. Glamourous life without love. It ain't much. It ain't much. Leave. Glamourous life, she don't need a man's touch. She wants to leave. Glamourous life without love. It ain't much.
I am gonna skip a little bit.
Glamorous life. She wants to leave. Glamorous life, she don't need a man's touch. She wants to leave. Glamorous life without love. It ain't much. It ain't much.
Definitely the most interesting part of the song for me. Tune. Do you know what? I honestly was ready to skip it. Like, I wasn't really, I just wasn't really that bothered about the first bits of it. I don't know, like maybe it's just that maybe I don't know what it is because the beat is the same, like the beat hasn't changed, and the instruments are still in there, but I just wasn't. I don't know. I just wasn't really feeling it, and I think I guess there's a couple of things there in it. Like, there's the fact that I know it's 9 minutes. That's already in my head being like, right. So my expectation of this track is already like it needs to be phenomenal. Yeah. So that's already potentially an unfair vantage point to take. Then there's the fact that I know this track has got the most plays of all of the tracks. So again, I'm just like, so I'm expecting you to blow my socks off, and for me, like the track that came before this about you can wipe the lipstick off your color, like that to me, I vibe with that far more than this one, far more. So I know that I can't remember what song it was on one of Prince's B sides. I can't remember, but I just remember seeing someone's comment being like, "Oh, it's a shame you didn't like that." And it's one. It was before Erotic City. So, what song was it? I can't remember what song it was now. It'll come to me, but and obviously it was clearly a firm favourite of people who obviously love Prince, and clearly this is a firm favourite of people who love Sheila E because it's got the most plays. But I don't know. As if for me, I didn't want to skip it all the way because the bit that she has, which potentially maybe other. So, for example, Prince at this point in the track where she's coming with a percussion, or whatever, he'd be coming in with like guitar and stuff, maybe dashing in some piano or whatever. So again, like it makes those songs which are just kind of all right to me, like exceptional because like there's this bit, this instrumental part that comes, which is just so intoxicating. Like, and that was the same for me. Like that bit right through to the end really was so much more invigorating than the first part. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But like, I didn't love that first part of that song as much. Let me just see what the geniuses have got to say about this track. From Prince Vault, The Glamorous Life is the sixth and final track on Sheila E's first album, The Glamourous Life. And 4 weeks before the album's release, The Glamourous Life was released as the album's first single. It was therefore the first song to be credited to Sheila E. The Glamorous Life was written by Prince but credited to Sheila E. So again, like he's done her a solid. Again, nice front there. Got the mink on, the nice smile. Yeah. I mean, I think the song, it kind of goes at saying me. I don't think there's much explanation really needed with that. You know, she wants that lifestyle, irrespective of the love part. Like she's got big thoughts, big dreams, big brand Mercedes sedan. This is definitely back in the 80s. What I think this girl, she really wants to be in love with a man. But if she does want to be in love with a man, like the glamorous life, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean man, does it? Look how many unhappy people there are in relationships with wealthy men that think that like because they're breadwinners and they pay the bills, you know, they demand fornication when they're ready and they do all that kind of stuff. I mean, there's many people that live that kind of lifestyle and there's not a happiness in sight. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people out there that do as well. You know, they've got, you know, good men that take care of them, of good women, and the balance is yin and yang. Do you know what I mean? And that's the nirvana that I think most people want, because all of this luxury, you mink, if mink is your thing, I mean, it's not mine, but you know, for some people it could be, you know, what's the bit? Section mark, if you have to ask, you can't afford it, lingerie. I mean, that is a bar, though, I will say that. If you have to ask, like that part, because there are certain shops here where they deliver. There are no prices, you know, and I have done it before. Like when I've gone into these really expensive department stores. Like I'm an aftershave kind of person. Like I absolutely love like and I don't know whether it's because I just love to smell good, because I do, but I think I also enjoy the compliments as well. Like I enjoy like when you know you embrace someone, you just want to hug and like, oh my god, smell amazing. I'm like, thanks. I think that's part of it. But like, you know, you go to like one of those fancy places or whatever, and then you see something and like, ooh, Okay, and there's no prize. You're looking whatever. I mean, because there's no prize, and then they spot you. Need any help? You're like, oh, I'm just wondering how much. So it was already in their head like, he ain't got no money. But in my head, I think I'm being really covert. Like, so that will be £499 for the 30 mil, and then it's £680 for the 50 mil. But you know, you might if you're gonna get anything, you might as well get the 100 mil because that's £750. So you know, you're already spending 680, so the 750 makes sense. £750. Right, okay. Oh, it's beautiful. Like, it's so good. It's so good. So again, 750, 680, 4. Right, okay, brilliant. Okay, well, I'm gonna have another look around and just see what else you've got on this floor because there's so many amazing scents and stuff. But what's your name? Jeanette. Okay, Jeanette, brilliant. And obviously if I come back, it'll be you that says, right, okay, brilliant, yeah, brilliant. All right then, cool. Well, I'll probably see you a little bit later. No, full well, I ain't coming back to. Who's paying that kind of money? But you can't just be like, oh no, can't afford it. I'm in the can't afford. Have to ask section. So that is just really, really interesting when it comes to lingerie because I've definitely been there. She threw him bread and said, "Make me scream." In the dark, what could he say? Boys will small talk and small minds. Really not impress me in bed. She said, "I need a man's man, baby. Diamonds first. Love would only conquer my head." So she's always just been like, "I'm not interested in that yet. I want what I can get. I don't want all this small talk. I don't want these small plans. I don't want like all these. Don't want none of that boy stuff. I want some man. Mandingo. Mandingo money. Mandingo loving. Mandingo first." um, and look, listen, we're all here for a period of time. None of us know when our time is up. So if that is how you want to spend your time, and that's what makes you happy, and you find someone that can, you know, do that and be all materialistic in that, and that makes you happy, that listen, enjoy yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not my business. Like, to me, it seems really, really like hollow. Because is the mink gonna wrap around you and hold you at night time? I'm sure there was something about holding you or something. Yeah, they made haste in the brown sedan. They drove to 55 Secret Street. They made love, and by the seventh way, she knew she had a problem. She thought real love is really scary. Money only pays the rent. Love is forever. That's all your life. Love is heaven said. It's glamorous. Okay, this is why it's important to read all the lyrics. Okay, so what she's saying, she's had an epiphany moment because that's all she wanted. That's all she wanted. But now that she's got that, she's realised that actually money's only good, yeah, to pay bills. You can't rub up next to coins. Like, imagine, like, you know that scene from Scrooge McDuck and he's diving into coins and stuff. I don't think people understand how painful that would be. Like, it's metal. Scrooge, it's metal. I know he's a cartoon character, but please, you're giving people false realities here. I mean, you dive into a vat of coins like that, you're going to hurt yourself. So it's good that she realised that. And she thought real love is really scary, and it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, but the rewards of it though, and I see it in people. Like, it might have eluded me, but like I see in people often. Do you know what I mean? Not just in the movies, but in, you know, in the lives of the people that I love and hold dear to me and stuff. I'm just like, wow, like to be that, like to have that kind of coexistence. I mean, obviously you get it in different ways when it comes to like your family and stuff, but in terms of romantically, like I think, you know, it is a really scary thing to be that open, that vulnerable, that trusting. But it's completely worth it though. Love is forever. Well, in this 2025. But you know, ideally it's forever. And love, and but what I do agree with, love is heaven sent, and it is glamorous, and that's the glamorous life that she wants to lead. That's the glamorous life that she wants to live. That is. I'm so glad because I was about to turn off that and go on to the next track, but yeah, I'm glad that we looked at that. Okay, so we're on the last track. And this is the club version of of Glamorous. Glamorous. Okay. Please let me another 9 minutes. Oh, just 6.5. This may not get all the way through because I'm not hearing that much of a difference. I thought it was going to be like a Freemasons mix.
Dreams that a big promise ain't it so dead. What about this girl? She saw him stand much. It's real scary. Money much. Need that love. It ain't much.
Sorry, I didn't really hear much in that. I was expecting it to have a completely different sound. So aside from it kind of maybe editing some, like the length of it, it seems like the same song to me. So sorry, I don't enjoy that song enough to want to listen to that song. That's fine. Okay. So all in all, I would say the album is decent actually. Like I wouldn't say that I'm in love with all of it, but the majority I did enjoy. Do you know what I mean? Like even though I didn't play that club version there because it's the same song in my eyes, just shorter. There were still elements of it, particularly the last part that I really liked. And like I said, I really enjoyed. I can't even remember. What did I enjoy? What did I enjoy? I enjoyed. Yeah. So yeah. Next time, What the Lipstick of Your Color. That is my favorite personally. So yeah. Next time, What the Lipstick of Your Color. Oliver's House. No. Next time, What the Lipstick of Your Color. Noon Rendezvous, Oliver's House. I probably would put Glamorous Life over the Belle Mark. Again for the last part of it really. I'm not that blown away by the first part, but yeah, okay. I'm comfortable with that. So the Glamorous Life, then the Belle Mark, and then Shortberry Strawcake. It's a shame that I feel like I'm really hating on Shortberry Shortberry Strawcake. But I don't hate it. Like I don't hate any of them. That's the truth. I really don't hate any of them. But in terms, so it's more as opposed to which one did I like the least. It's like which one did I like the most. If that makes sense. That's the perspective. But yeah, Sheila E, first album, like definitely a lot of Princeisms in this. Like I think that's very very clear. And like I say, there are gonna be some songs that Prince like, has a part to play in, like plays and whatever, that won't always make me go wow 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 wow. But when there are songs that, like as I say, for me, next time I really just liked all of that, the pacing. Apart from the lyrics, obviously, but the actual vocal as well, I thought was really good. So, yeah, man. Overall, I would give that a. I don't think it's quite a 7 out of 10. But it's definitely like a 6 out of 10. So I'd probably go 6.5 out of 10. I'd say. If I'm being generous because of next time What Looks Like Your Color, I'd probably round it up to 7. So 7 out of 10, I'd say. But that's 70%. That's still quite high. I think 6.5. Yeah, 6.5. I'm comfortable with that. 6.5. I'm gonna start trying to rank these, just to kind of give a good measure as to what I actually think of it, because I think that'd be another good thing to have. Like, what did you think of it? So yeah, 6.5. And I'm not gonna go any more or less than 6.1, like as in like a point of a number, because then you get like into silly things like 6.823. What? So yeah, 6.5. I think is a fair estimate of my feelings about this album. Okay, so videos to watch. I think. So we have. We've got a B-side for Too Sexy. We've got the performance of the Belle St. Mark, interesting. We've got the music video for Glamourous Life, and then we've got TV interview performance, Countdown 1984. So I'm gonna go with the Glamourous Life video first. I think that's kind of my least favourite. Which makes it sound really bad. Again, I don't hate it. I did say I was looking at these as ones I enjoy the most as opposed to ones I enjoy the least. That changed in a heartbeat.
She was alone for a coat of me, even in the summertime. Everybody knows from the corner away, the girl's got a lot of mind.
It's so attractive.
Big thoughts, big dreams, and a big promise waiting today. What about this girl? She really wants to be in love with a man. She wants to lead a glamorous life. She don't need a man's touch. She wants to lead a glamorous life without love. It ain't much.
Is she a streetwalker? Is that the...
She saw him standing in the section mark. You have to ask, you can't afford a lingerie. She threw in breath and made me scream. In the dark, what could I say? Boys with small talk and small minds really don't impress me a bit. She said, I need a man's man, baby. Diamonds and thirst. Love would only conquer my head. She wants to lead the glamorous life. She don't need a man's touch. She wants to lead the glamorous life without love. It ain't much.
The two-step, man. Hey.
They made hits, bounced down. They drove to 55 Secret Street. They made a love by the seventh wave. She knew she had a problem. She thought real love is real scary. Money only pays the rent. Love is forever, that's all your life. Love is heaven sent. It's glamorous, lead the glamorous life. She don't need a man's touch. She wants to lead the glamorous life without love. It ain't much. It ain't much. She wants to lead the glamorous life. She don't need a man's touch. She wants to lead the glamorous life without love. It ain't much. It ain't much. Lead the glamorous life. She don't need
A man that she wanna. A glamorous life. Do you know what? The videos actually made me enjoy the song a bit more. I think like seeing her, because she's quite glam, isn't she? And quite beautiful. And it's interesting then, like hearing that song and that perspective, because I mean I'm probably wrong with the streetwalker thing, but it was just the way that she was on the street corner with the lamp, and then obviously he's come along almost like he's ready to purchase. Do you know what I mean? And she's like, she wants a glamorous life, but it's what is it without love? Which is what I can imagine a lot of like streetwalkers, not the right word. I don't know if I can actually say it on my channel, but you know what I'm talking about anyway. So I don't know whether that gives it like a different kind of vibe. But even just visually speaking, like she's such an entertainer. Like she's just like a performer. Like from the choreography, she's got some good eye work going on there with the camera. Like she's beautiful. And again, I love seeing her doing her percussion bits and stuff, because like as much as Apollonia or Vanity 6 or whatever were fun for me, like I and this is no disrespect to them, because they did their thing. They had some tracks that were really catchy. The scene for Sheila E, for me, like she's got like she's not that. Do you know what I mean? Like she's got like skill. I'm not saying they didn't have skill, but she's got skill. Like she does things that like I don't think I've seen other humans do. Like, and maybe there are other drummers that out there that are like incredible and stuff as well. But I'm just saying that like in terms of that, what she's able to do on demand, like, is not something I think a lot of people can do, and I think that's a real big skill that can't be overlooked, really. So rather than it being just a kitschy, catchy, poppy song or whatever, like she's actually got skill as well. So that was interesting to see that. But like the actual video, like that one bit with the guy, and he grabs her hair back, and like you can see the light flashing in between the two of them, like that's a sick shot. Like there's some really cool moments. I didn't quite get them running in to go back and met love into the building with the flames, unless the flames represent the passion, la passion. I didn't really understand that, really. But and I also like the bit where she kicked, and then all this like pink like glitter fireworks stuff came out everywhere. I thought that was really cool. And then when she took off the jacket as well, and she's doing the choreography with the guys at the back, and that was slick and smooth too. So yeah, the video was really cool, man. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I did enjoy that. It actually made me like the song a lot more too. So, but again, the 3-minute version as opposed to 6 minutes or 9 minutes. So, okay. So the next one on there was the B track, and that was Too Sexy.
It's too sexy.
I wanna be the very best, and no one ever was. I've heard that before. Where have I heard that? Definitely heard that before. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just not that fussed about that. Sorry. And I'm conscious of time, so I've still got to see this. I'm interested to see. Yeah, not really. Like, it's all right. It's all right. Like, I think that tempo of song for me, yeah, is just something that, like, I get very tired of very quickly. I think, like, it's a bit too like, I'm like, okay, all right, okay, like, yeah, no, yeah, okay, two performance of Belle, the Belle of St. Mark. Let's go. Do this top of the pops. Come through formation. Yeah, she's really gorgeous. I don't know that they weren't allowed to sing live some of these things, were they? I love her outfit, like, so many different pieces to it. Pigeon. Come through earring, way. Eye contact. I really enjoyed that, actually. Like, it's interesting seeing these brought to life in video format because, like, again, I was like, how do I not find this as annoying as, like, as in, like, the Glamourous Life and stuff? Because I don't know, but there's something about the vocal that sits with this that just hits my ear differently. Like, I guess that's the point in it. That's the whole point of art. Like, I know there's gonna be some people like, no, but I think watching that come to life while she's performing it, and again, she's such a captivating character. Like, just watching her, like, it is giving kind of Prince E kind of vibes. It's kind of mysterious. What is she thinking? Like, you know, just again, not live vocals with that, obviously, which is a shame, because it'd be good to hear what she's like live, in terms of listening to her live. But even just seeing her there and how she operates the stage and interacts with the dancers, and you know, and they're very. There was definitely parts of the 80s that I think I would be. Well, I mean, technically I'm an 80s baby, but it's the 90s that I recognise. But like, I feel like I'd really fit in home. Like, you know, the big hair, the big weird clothes. Do you know what I mean? Like, just having a dance. Everything's very. But I think I'd have a great time. I think I would. So yeah, I enjoyed that. And again, it made me like the song more as well. Maybe it's listening to it more too as well. It's probably having an impact. Okay, so the last thing on here. What time are we on now? 2 hours. Gosh. The last thing on here is a TV interview and performance. So this would be good to kind of hear what she's got to say. That's only 5 minutes. Isn't it amazing how some things can be 9 minutes and an interview with a TV performance is only 5? What? Anyway, so this is the Glamourous Life. I'm going to presume that this is also lip synced as well, but. Countdown. It's the final countdown.
Vanavond hebben we in de studio Sheila E. Hi Sheila E, I'm Adam C.
Hi.
Sheila, why the initial? Why don't you use your last name?
It's easier to remember.
And what is your last name?
Escovedo.
You're right, it's easier to remember. This is your first solo single and album also, but of course you're here for the single. What have you been doing in the music business? Because you have been around, as far as I know.
I'm just playing with George Duke, Lionel Richie, Marvin Gaye.
Oh, that's all you do, huh?
Yeah.
You play percussion or what?
Yeah, percussion and sing.
And are they going to be on your next albums?
No.
Or not? What are your connections with Prince? Or is that too private?
We're friends, and I've recorded a couple of songs with him on the Purple Rain album.
Just friends?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Sheila E., and of course with the band, your new single titled The Glamourous Life, do you lead one?
Yes.
Okay, well get ready to sing it for us. Here's Sheila E. and the Sheila E. Band and The Glamourous Life.
You say interview. Pulling teeth comes to mind. What time to be alive? That's such a sick coat. Jacket. It's so incredible that she's doing percussion whilst doing choreography. I love the synchronicity in this. I don't believe that you're playing that, sir. Maybe in real life, but not there. You better play though. It might not be live.
I'm Sheila E.
And the Sheila E Band.
We wish you a happy new year.
Do you know, it's really interesting, yeah, because we were talking about, me and my mum were talking about this just yesterday, in that there are people who are in the Big Brother house who are very, very different. Like, you've got some people who are a little bit, like, quieter, and therefore a bit more introverted, and you got some people who are quite loud, and, you know, my mum was like, you know, well, certain people shouldn't go on a show like that then. And I'm like, well, actually, no, they should, because, like, it puts them out of the comfort zone, and which is good for them, but also it's good for other people to be kind of just aware of other people as well. And it's not to dampen your spirit or anything like that, but just being aware of other people. And I think, like, as much as, you know, because to me, she still comes off as very aloof here. Like, very aloof, like, I don't know whether it's nerves, just being shy, you know, just not really being good on camera in terms of talking. I don't know what it is, but it's not, like, that would be as an interviewer, that would be my nightmare. Like, you know, expand, talk, like, you know, I mean, he's probably not asking very great questions because they're all pretty much closed, but, you know, I don't know, like, it's just not giving much away, really, and therefore makes it hard to really understand. But then, in the same vein of me saying that though, like, you know, just yesterday we've got this whole, you know, Kanye cousin, like, that's just come out. So it's like, well, actually, how much do we need to know from celebrities anyway? Maybe just be elusive, be mysterious, and just blow my socks off when you get behind that microphone. So maybe there's that as well. I don't know. But yeah, the performance is cool. Again, it's hard to really judge things like that because, like, it's just a recorded version. So aside from the fact that, you know, her costume, what she was wearing looks nice. There's not really much else I can really say aside from that, really. So, interesting that the band is called the Sheila E Band. Imaginative. But yeah, I think all in all, I think that's been a really good musical introduction anyway to Sheila E, and I guess what she does. I mean, it's good to see that in a live performance she still got her drum kit out as well. So that to me seemed like it was live, because you can't bang different things by accident or fake, can you? Do you know what I mean? Unless you're tapping them really lightly. So that was really cool to see, and I think, like I said, vocally, it's really good to hear. She's got a really pretty voice. Like, it's really pretty, and in Wipe the Collar Off, I don't know what's making me think of Usher. Papi Collar, don't let us sweat you. Which apparently is only a big tune in Europe. Americans ain't got a clue about that song. Apparently, this out Usher's mouth himself, but yeah, I think on that song, don't forget to please wipe the colour off, please wipe the lipstick off your colour. Vocally, there was some big moments in that I really enjoyed. And like I said, I've already gone through the list already, but I think as a whole, the Sheila E experience has been an enjoyable one. I've enjoyed it, I really have. And again, it's really evident, like, I think the only thing I was about to say, it's really evident that like Prince is like all over this. Do you know what I mean? I would be quite keen to see what that sound is like that isn't so heavily Princey, if that makes sense. Because like I see the influence, and ultimately I feel like, I mean, look, I'm doing a Prince journey, so I imagine that I'm gonna get Prince-isms within that journey, but it would just be, I don't know, like, because obviously he's written quite a lot of these songs and given a credit for them. It'd be interesting to hear, well, what is her sound like? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I can hear her vocally, but like musically, production wise, like what? Because a lot of this did feel very Prince heavy. Do you know what I mean? So that would be my only kind of critique. Obviously, if this was Prince doing Prince, that's Prince. But Sheila E, it would have been good to kind of to see, well, what is your sound then? Like, do you know what I mean? But maybe her sound is when she brings the percussion to certain tracks, and obviously her vocal as well. Yeah. All in all, though, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. But yeah, I'd love to know what you guys thought of this. What was your favourite track? Do yours align with mine? Are they completely different? What did you make of the live performances? What do you think of her interview technique and her style? Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If you did enjoy this, then please drop me a like and subscribe. That'd be amazing. Thank you very, very, very much. And if you do want access to reactions just like this, the full reactions, album reactions, lots of other reactions and stuff, then please head over to my Patreon, which is a great way to help support the channel. And it's a great way to connect with me more as well. So I'd be really, really grateful for that. And hopefully you'll enjoy it as well. So yeah, for now, thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you on the next one.